to answer the question, what is the square root of a negative 1?
Letters and numbers.
Okay? That's why I read you that story yesterday. Because, oh, you weren't here yesterday. Sorry. Okay, you really missed a story. I'll share that with you. Eli? Okay, you're good. All right. I have a time here. All right. Where am I? Okay. So what do you think we're going to do with the square root of a negative 3? Okay, now remember, can we rename numbers?
Wouldn't it be
Negative
3i?
1 times 3.
Good. Can I rename this as a negative 1 times 3? Okay? Okay, so I could say negative 1 times square root of 3. And do I have the answer of what is the square root of a negative 1? Do I know that? I. So I'm going to have I rad 3. Okay?
When would you ever use an I?
Oh, well, we're going to get there. So the answer to that question is, will you ever use it? No, maybe not, unless you're an electrical engineer. An electrical engineer, a computer science person who is programming cell phones, etc., use I. And we will be doing a couple of word problems using I. Okay? All right. How about, let's do another one. How about the square root of a negative 4?
I read 4.
I'm going to rewrite, not read 4.
2.
I 2.
Yes, because I can write this as rad 1 times rad 4. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of a negative 1, I. Okay?
Oh, now that's confusing.
Oh gosh.
You're probably right.
What if you have some really big number?
Oh, we're getting there. Okay, you ready? I'm going to move along now. So if I had 3i times the square root of a negative 5, okay, remember, your key is rename, rename, rename.
3i negative 1.
3i times negative 1 times rad 5. Okay, what do I do with that negative 1?
Negative 3
I.
This becomes I. So I have 3i times I times rad 5. 3i squared rad 5.
But isn't I squared negative 1?
3 times negative 1 times rad 5.
3 negative 3 rad 5.
Negative 3 rad 5. Excellent.
Oh my god.
One second, I'm putting it down.
Okay?
That's kind of scary.
It's kind of easy though. Think about it. The concept is you're just renaming the number. Okay? Are you ready? No. Oh, these are fun.
These are elegant.
I love it.
Okay, you ready with this?
Of course.
Okay, I'm going to start writing above this. Okay. How about this one? Let's go with rad negative 20 times rad negative 5. Okay?
Can you just make it positive?
Okay, you need to be very, very careful with these. Okay? And you can't just multiply. And that's a good question. We're going to do the problem twice and let's look at our answer. Daniel. Yeah?
Yeah, negative 4 and 5, you split the 20 up.
Negative 4 and a 5.
Wait, oh, why don't you do negative 5?
Oh yeah, you could do 4 negative 5 and then they would come together to negative 5 and then you just have a 4.
Because you eventually get a negative 1 times 5.
Wait a minute. Wait. I'm not following you.
Negative
Do
4
negative 5.
will be 20.
Oh, negative 5. Sorry, got it. Okay. So the square root of 4 is 2. And what am I going to do with that negative 5?
Goes with the other negative 1.
5 times negative 1.
Okay, 5 times a negative 1.
So basically.
And then,
2i rad 5.
all right, 2i rad 5. And then I have to work with this, and what do I have here?
Negative 1, 5.
And then,
I
Alright.
I'm gonna have an I, rad 5, so I'm gonna erase this. Okay, so, what am I gonna have?
Negative 2, rad 5.
This is all multiplication, so I'm bringing this down. What?
So negative 2 rad,
All right, so let's multiply this out. I have 2I squared times
That's
Rad
what it would be.
25.
2 rad 5.
rad 25, which is equal to
2 rad
5. And so I know I'm going to have
2 times
It's
negative
10.
10,
10 I.
Negative 10.
Negative 10.
Times negative 1.
negative 1, so my answer will be negative
Couldn't you
10.
Just, cause,
If, what?
'cause you have a rad negative 5 and a rad negative 5, isn't that just the same as negative 5? Cause it's the square root of negative 5 times the square root of negative 5, wouldn't that just make negative 5?
Negative 5.
Like, instead of having to go through all the i's,
Yeah,
would they
yeah.
turn out the same if you just
oh, 3 slots.
negative 5 and then your 4 became 2 and you get 10, negative 10?
I think so.
Without using all the i's, 'cause it would follow the same rules.
I think that we need to be careful there, and I'll show you a problem in a second of where
Okay,
that
so
might
more
be an
sensitive.
issue. Hold on a second if I can find that.